Hey guys, what's up? Wow, it's been too long. How is everybody doing? Debbie Quada, Margaret. I know I had to too, Margaret. Listen, so I taped it, but I was editing my other video last night, so I was gonna watch it this morning. I thought I had it all taped. I went to watch it on my DVR, and it wasn't taped, but I got it on my app, so I had to watch it on my phone app, well, NBC app today. So, but wow, we'll get into that in a minute. There's a lot of things that, crazy. So, first of all, how many people can you guys hear me? First of all, because I'm using my microphone today unless if I can't use it when I have guests on still some reason. But if anybody wants to come on, I can unplug it later. But right now I have it on. So you guys could hear. Donnie Color, Jessica, Mindy 66, Debbie Quada. Or is it like too? Can you guys hear like a little bit too much? Maybe I should just use my other mic. Probably hear me drinking and stuff. But I got to drink my coffee, so sorry. Silverleaf, what's up? I try to like not be loud when I drink my coffee, but gotta have the coffee. So Deborah Ferris, hey, nice to see you. Jen Pearson, Angel, Glowing Ember, Chatty Chatters, Angel, Don Moyer. Can I just say right off the bat? I think Melon. Wait. What does that say? Yes, I know. I agree. I saw right through her. She was so lying. Like you could tell she was lying. It was so obvious. I definitely think she was lying. But we'll get into that. I'm going to say hi to everybody and we'll get into it. Oh, baby squirrels. Oh, Kristen. Yay. Angelina. True Helper. Hopefully, we'll be here. Yeah, there should be other ones. Hopefully, stay happy. I love your name. Hey, Laura. Hey. Am I talking too loud? There I go screaming again. I got my God, my necklaces. I'm so excited. I haven't actually opened them yet because I want to do a like unboxing or opening and do a little video, but I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to do it after this. I got caught up doing something today, but I'm so excited because then I want to wear them. Dave G, hey. Glowing Ember. Okay, Jen Pearson, Nan Dorsey, Deborah Ferris. Yeah, it's nice to see you guys. It's been forever. Heidi Lee, what's up? Brandon, yeah, he wasn't on, but or are you talking about Ian J. Gunderson? Brandon wasn't on the special, but Ian, doesn't he look totally different than what like in the other pictures, or like the one where he's like holding her hand and he's at court with her and stuff, compared to the way he looked on that Dateline? He looked different. I almost was like, are you sure that's the same guy? And Brandon also looks really different. If you see old pictures of Brandon and then the recent ones, like it's almost like I almost was like, is that really the same person? Brandon and Ian both kind of looked a lot different. But Ian was the one that was on the Dateline. Brandon wasn't actually, but Flower Grower Phillips. So first of all, everybody that saw the Dateline, give a thumbs up. I want to see how many people actually watched it, so I know, just so I have an idea of how many all watched it. Hope you're doing well watching. Yeah, Cindy. Hey, Sandy. Brandon, Kathy Mims. So wait, you guys, when you're saying Brandon, but we're talking about Dateline, Brandon wasn't on the Dateline. So are you talking about Ian when you're saying that? Cat P, Halo. What is up, guys? I'm so happy to see all of you. Shay, John. Wait, who's he? Yeah, no, he didn't, John. Remember, he said he didn't tell her right off the bat, and then he ended up telling her. So, okay, let me see how many people watched it. So, may I ask a question? Yeah, Kathy, ask a question. So, I guess we have a lot of you did watch it. Okay, cool. So, Kathy, what's your question? And Maud, Angelina, are you still here? If I missed the question, let me know what it says, because sometimes I could tell. Yeah, Melanie, I thought when they asked her about Alex and stuff, you could tell she was lying. Like, it was almost so apparent that it was like embarrassing. Like, how, I don't know, it was just bad. Like, she was definitely lying on that part. I feel like when they were talking about Alex shooting at Brandon, and if he asked him, remember they were like, hey, coat of many colors, and he asked him, did you ask him if he did it? And she's like, oh yeah, I asked him a bunch of times. She was, and then asking her if she was there. I still think she was with him. I don't know why, but yeah, that whole part of the conversation, it was so obvious she was lying. She's definitely a liar. And then Ian is saying how Melanie didn't say anything in the conversations, but yeah, she did. All that stuff he released to the FBI, that was really disturbing stuff as far as some of the stuff Melanie was saying. And I don't know if you guys watched my one video about Natalie writing to Brandon's friend. She was trying to get a hold of Brandon, and she was talking about how Melanie was telling, and Ian was telling Natalie this, that Melanie was telling Ian that she had a vision or whatever, that basically that Natalie was dark, and she had like a demon inside of her and stuff. So what, I mean, I don't understand. They just flat out lied on Dateline saying that Lori and Chad are crazy, that you know, that's not what we believe. But why did Ian go to his ex-wife and it was concerned about his life because Melanie was saying that stuff? So they were not forthcoming. I mean, they were lying a lot, in my opinion. I think it was in the video of your channel. I want to ask you if you saw the red car. Oh, are you emailed me? Shoot, I have to check that. Yes, I will do that. I'll check that, Kathy. I don't know yet. I haven't watched it yet. And then when what's the guy's name from Dateline? And it says like, oh, 2 weeks they got married, and then they talk about how quick Ian and Melanie like met each other and got married. So it's like, I don't know. It's just crazy. Who are Branson and Ian? Okay, Brandon is Melanie's ex-husband, the one that Alex shot out but missed, Brandon Boudreaux. And then Ian is the one that was on Dateline with Melanie because they're currently married. They're married right now. And then all I could keep thinking about when Ian was talking, because that's another thing I put in my video, where he has that charge where his ex-wife freaking charged him, basically, I forget what it was called, but he would like touch her sexually. He would touch her basically when she was sleeping and stuff, and do like weird things to her when he was sleeping. And so she made a police report and stuff, and I mean, he went to court for it. And then he was on what is that called? Oh my gosh, why can't I think? Basically where he couldn't see her or whatever, and then he broke the probation. I don't know, just crazy stuff. So I just kept thinking about how he's pretty weird himself. I mean, doing that to your wife when she's sleeping, enough where she freaking calls the police, I mean, makes a charge on him. Did you guys see that? Glad didn't grow up in that family. See, okay, so when you do the NBC app, the only thing is you have to put your TV provider on there, because originally I didn't know the password. You can't just, for some reason you could watch the old Datelines, but originally when I didn't know if I had the password, they wouldn't let me watch that newest episode. But once you link your TV provider, and then if you get that channel with your provider, then you can watch it. Otherwise, I think you might have to wait a little bit before you could actually watch it on the NBC, because they give you 3 free episodes to watch, but that wasn't one of the ones yet because it was so new. So, but maybe there's other places now. You could try. And whoever asked that, do you have that channel on your TV provider? Like whatever your cable is, and then you could definitely do it, but Ian's getting you have to do it. Oh, it is, Margaret? Wait, are you saying even if you didn't link your TV provider? Well, maybe you can. I couldn't do it until I linked it for some reason. But I would, if you guys are into this case, I would recommend watching it. So another interesting thing that I was shocked by Colby saying how he was basically sexually abused by Joseph Ryan, which I mean, that shocked me. That really did. But I mean, what do you? How are you guys take that? Okay, so he started off, for those of you who didn't watch it, he started off by saying how when he would like spank him, he would do this weird thing where he would hit him in the head, like an extra hit in the head or whatever. And then he just was real quick and he said he sexually, abused me too. And that was it. That's all he said. They didn't elaborate on there. But either that's true and it happened. I don't want to say that it's not. I don't know enough about Colby, but I like to look at like all sides and just think of any possible situation. Either yes, I mean, maybe Joseph did, or it seemed like Colby and his mom, it was just him and his mom for a while. They even said it was him and his mom against the world. And then she met Joseph, which Joseph didn't treat him as good as she treated Tylee, because I mean, Tylee was his biological son, Joseph wasn't. So the other option is maybe Colby, and I don't want to say this like I think this is true, but I just like to look at it all from all angles. But maybe Colby didn't like Joseph. Joseph didn't treat him very well, and he missed having all his mom's attention, and he wanted to basically get his mom to, leave Joseph. So he could have exaggerated maybe, but obviously it looks like he did tell his mom that. So his mom did think that happened, and so did Alex, I guess, because he said that he had told his mom when he was younger. But so yeah, it very well could have happened, or maybe he just missed the attention and he kind of exaggerated to his mom so his mom would leave him because they didn't like the way Joseph didn't treat him as well as Tylee. But I think, I mean, most people wouldn't lie about that kind of thing. You wouldn't think. So, I mean, but he probably did do that to him. But I mean, there's always, it just sucks because Joseph he isn't here to tell his side. So he isn't here to defend himself. So, I mean, you never know, though. I've heard of stranger things than a kid maybe exaggerating the abuse to get his mom's attention. And so his mom leaves Joseph so he could get his mom back again. I mean, you never know. But either way, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we don't know Colby that well. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that he probably definitely, I mean, Colby wouldn't make something up like that? And don't take what I'm saying the wrong way. I'm not saying that I think he did. I'm just saying I just like to look at all the different possibilities. But most likely, I'm sure he probably was telling the truth. I know, Margaret. Yep. I feel bad because I guess we all assumed that they were lying, that Lori was lying to Alex and filled his head with all these lies. So it does make me feel bad for even saying that, I guess. But I mean, it's just so hard to believe anything Lori was saying, like something like that, especially because, I mean, she made up the stuff about Charles, and Colby loved Charles. He said Charles was so good to Lori. He wanted to give her everything she wanted. He was, a good dad. He really paid attention to them and acted like he was really, he really cared about them. So why make up those lies about the abuse? And it made more sense that she could have been lying about that, but I guess not, because, okay, you believe him. Yeah. Okay. I don't think she got it. Wait, what does it say? I feel so bad for what I tried, but I don't think she got it. Miss Nuka, what did Andy Cushing say about on Reddit? Can you kind of give us like a summary of what she said? I was wondering what she was gonna say about this, because she's been following this case too, and she has a lot of research and stuff, and that's her brother. So I'm just wondering. And she was on Dr. Phil with Colby, right? Annie was on that special. I'm pretty sure it was Annie, Colby, right? And then the Woodcocks, they were all. Oh, let me turn my phone down. They were all on Dr. Phil. So I don't know. What did she say? Hold on, let me see if he answered. Sorry. Did he say anything about Chad? Yeah, he said, oh, Chad. Okay. So a lot of like, I did take notes too. A lot, like her friends said, Like her friend, I think her name was April from Hawaii. She said like well, everybody was saying like a huge change after she met Chad, like huge change, like not even the same person. Let me see what I said. I guess when Lori and Charles, they moved to Hawaii, when they took, everybody to Hawaii, well, Colby ended up moving home, but she met this April lady that they became really good friends with. Well, then I guess April said that like, let me turn this down. Sorry. That Lori just felt like she was spiritually, more advanced or higher than Charles. She wanted like a man that was a little bit more higher up when it came to like the spiritual stuff. But Charles even, I guess, changed from Catholic to Mormon. He switched faiths and he went, he went to the church. He participated in all the stuff. And but anyway, so they moved back after that to Arizona, and then they ended up, Charles and Lori ended up splitting up. But then, I want to share with you, because I screenshotted some of the texts that Chad was sending to one of his friends about, well, actually I could read them maybe. I didn't send them. But so she ended up meeting Chad, and Chad is the one, like I said, man, he's filling her head with all of this stuff. I'm not saying that Lori was this perfect person before that, but as far as how out there she is now, it's like Chad has a huge influence on her. He's the one that basically was saying how Charles, it was Nick Snyder, it wasn't Charles. Nick Snyder took his body over, about eventually said how the kids were basically zombies or taken over by demons. And she was like really believing all this stuff. And yeah, I guess Charles just wasn't on her level spiritually, I guess April said. But anyway, when she disappeared for those 58 days, she went back to Hawaii, right, for a part of that time, and she stayed with that April girl. I guess she said, hey, I'm in Hawaii, can I stay with you? So she stays with her, and that's when April said she noticed a huge change in her. She started talking about Chad Daybell and that whole group of people, the Preparing of People, and this whole group, and some of the beliefs, and how it was some crazy beliefs, and April said she wasn't believing any of it. Lori wanted to take her back, because she said, Lori told April she was one of the 144,000 to save the world, or whatever they're supposed to do to save what the second coming of Jesus Christ. She was one of them. She was trying to take her back with her, but then April's like, no. I mean, she said Lori just seemed totally different. She was all disorganized. She was just talking crazy beliefs and talking about Chad, and then she actually was almost like bragging about what she did to Charles. She told him, remember, because I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. January 31st was, remember the whole police body cam when Charles took her purse? She basically canceled his flight, hit his truck. Anyway, so, man. So she goes back and she tells April that how she screwed up his business meeting. She canceled his flight. Remember, she canceled Charles's flight. Her and a friend went to the airport and took his truck. So when he got back, he didn't have his truck. Got rid of all his clothes, took all that money, $25,000 and more, all out of the bank, all of that stuff. And then after that, it's just when she went to Hawaii, and I guess she was like telling April how she did that. Man. So Chad really brainwashed her. I'm not saying she was morally a good person before that, but I think she changed. She got worse after Chad, really. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Adam. He's the one. I remember when that happened, too. The person that they're having that drinking contest, and the one person ended up dying, and he got, I don't know. I don't think anything, they tried to like sue him, or he tried to, but I don't think he got too much of anything after that. Did he, Adam? I think he might have lost his job, though, at that radio station. I remember reading something about that. But some of the text from Charles, I'm sorry, Charles and his friend. Well, let me get this in order. So one of them, he says to him, he says, I truly feel there's no good ending for her. Emotionally, JJ is about 4. He will remember bits and pieces, but thankfully not the pain she's put a lot of the people through for her. Mission from God. Yeah, for her mission from God. And he says, 58 days. Believe it. The beautiful, sweet Lori you and I knew is gone. She actually believes I'm not Charles. She says an evil spirit named Nick Schneider murdered me and is using me to violate her and her family. Not kidding. Got to get out of here. Something snapped. It is so unbelievable and scary. I'm thankful she doesn't see JJ. She wants him and for me. Oh, she wants him and for me to disappear. So these are some of the text. It's the freakiest thing I've ever experienced. She's with a group of people called Woke and Preparing a People. I never heard of Woke. I'm gonna have to look into that, but the Preparing a People is the main one that everybody was talking about. So yeah, just some crazy. Those are the texts that one of the friends said. He was talking to one of his friends. Let me see the chat. Sorry, I haven't looked at it in a minute. What do you guys have to say about this? End of the world. Yeah, wasn't it 7/20? It was July 22nd. Like she had an actual date. It's July 22nd, 2020. So yeah, she met Chad at that, one of those conferences or whatever they are. And yeah, everybody said, I don't know. Okay, let me see my notes. I mean, Colby just said like she was the funnest mom. She would die for her kids. Like she would do anything for her kids. And then after she met Chad, he's like, she just turned into this total different person. And so some other people said the same thing. Let me see what else do I have down. So yeah, her friend described her when she stayed with her in Hawaii after she met Chad as disorganized, manic, claiming that Charles had an affair, but April said she didn't believe that. She didn't believe Charles was having an affair. And she basically portrayed Charles as a villain, but her friend said, I didn't think that's true at all. And then, oh yeah, and Melanie also said when she moved to Rexburg in November that she did not see the children, and the children's stuff was in a room, but she said she did not see them at all in Rexburg. So they were, November, whether, yeah, but I guess we do, a lot of us, I mean, I think September was the last, is when they did something to him. So that makes sense. So let me see. Oh, and then Melanie was trying to say, when they went and did a wellness check for JJ, and then they came back the next day and they were gone. Well, Melanie tried to say, oh, no, that's not a big deal because they were planning on moving anyway. So why is that a big deal? She was totally underplaying it and making it just seem like Lori really wasn't doing anything wrong. So yeah, she did not think that was wrong that they moved. The day after, when they went back, they were gone. Yeah, and I guess when Lori got back from Hawaii the second time, and Charles and his sister, they were all moving his stuff out of the house. Well, I guess she walks in, they said like that she was recording, like she had her video and walked in and was like recording it. And I guess she said Charles started crying because he loved her so much. He wanted her to actually really get help. He didn't want her. I mean, he wanted to stay with her, sound like, but he knew she had to get help because he loved her so much. It's so sad. Let's see. Yeah, Melanie. Yeah, I didn't believe her at all. Even Ian, like now he's gonna be taking her side, and I don't know, like don't know what to make of him with his past. And it's just weird that charge that his ex-wife had on him, and then him saying that basically Melanie didn't say anything, and when she was saying all this crazy stuff. So he even has it in the reports. It just doesn't make sense. Oh, Brenda, thanks. Brenda Dalka, Diane Howe. No, definitely. Charles seemed like a really awesome guy, actually. Colby said he just bought her anything. I mean, he just wanted to give her anything that she wanted. And then some of the detectives were saying how weird Lori was acting after Charles got shot. They said it was just the weirdest behavior. Definitely not any behavior that somebody should be. I mean, he said she was, laughing, smiling, just odd, just really odd. And I guess Tylee, what he said was, what did they say about Tylee? She's smart and very composed, and I don't know, Brenda. I really don't think they are. I really don't, because then Chad is telling Lori that they're dark, that they turn dark. Well, that doesn't look good, because it seems like, because Tammy, she was inhabited by a zombie or whatever, and look what they did to her. Charles was inhabited by, Nick Snyder, and look what they did to Charles. So I don't think. Ann Anderson, hey, I just think, when they see that they think they have to get rid of them. Whether the Chad really believes that, or he's just using it for this weird power. Hey, Kathy. Thanks, Kathy Mims. Thank you. But yeah, Chad needs to be arrested, because he is much guilty, if not more. I mean, he's the one filling Lori's head with this stuff. I mean, because think about it. If she never met Chad, where she wouldn't have came up with these thoughts that her children are zombies and their souls are basically their bodies taken over by some demon or whatever. Yeah, she might have done some bad things, but I don't know if she would have gone that far and done anything to her children, because, I mean, without these thoughts of thinking that they're these zombies and stuff, that is basically something that needs to be done. Like, it's God's work. I mean, God, you're doing this for God. Like that. So that's what they convinced Alex. Well, no, this is something, you're doing it for him. He wants you to do this to show him your, what you call it? Like, I can't even think of the right words. But so I don't know. I just don't think we would be in this situation if it wasn't for Chad. I really don't. He's the one that filled her head with a bunch of stuff. Now, as far as Charles or Joseph, yeah, maybe that still would have happened, but maybe not Charles. I don't know. I think she would have left him, but would she have had Alex kill him? I don't know, because Chad is the one that told her about the Nick Snyder, that it's not really Charles, it's Nick Snyder. So it's some kind of demon. So would she have even killed him? Maybe because of the money, maybe she would have, because of that life insurance. But I just don't think it would have been. It would have. Oh, thanks, Rod James. Would have gotten. I don't think the kids we wouldn't be in the situation with the kids if it wasn't for Chad. I really don't think so. And Lori, I mean Tammy, I really do think they did something. Oh, and they were talking about how, and this made me think of something that somebody emailed me. A couple people emailed me, actually. They were talking about how Alex was having trouble breathing like the couple days before he died, and Lori was telling Zulema, like, I'm worried about him, check on him, because he was just complaining like he was having trouble breathing. Well, remember that is it Melankite or whatever, that somebody, I don't even know if this is possible, but somebody had sent me an email how it could be used as like a poison or whatever, either if you inhale it or drink it. But I was like, well, that wouldn't just be an instant thing. But what if they were putting it in his water or something for like a month before, and it just built up? And one of the symptoms is trouble breathing. I'm pretty sure, like, you have trouble breathing. I guess it could be any kind of poison, though. But And it just makes me wonder because they both got rings. I'm not saying they used their actual ring because you'd have to get the raw malachite or whatever that's not polished or whatever. But what if they got that and then that's a symbol, like they got that for the rings because they really, I mean, they used it to for God's work or whatever to take care of these zombies. I don't know. It's a thought, but yeah, but I don't really believe he had an asthma attack. I don't. I mean, didn't he have like an inhaler for that asthma? I don't know. I just with it just seems like too much of a coincidence. The day after Tammy's body is exhumed, Alex dies. I mean, paranoid much? I think they got scared and are like, "Oh shoot, we need to get rid of all of these loose ends." Oh, but then I guess if they were poisoning them ahead of time, it would have been before that they started. I don't know. Who knows? What do you guys think? You really think it was an asthma attack? Yes, I know, Tamara. I've thought about that too. Pushing her to the hot spring or the hot spots or whatever that they said that it will just disintegrate a body really quick. See, I'm already getting stuffed up down here. Stupid mold. There would be medical records of it. Medical records of what, Audrey? I know. Wonder. That's a good question, Amy. If if only like her kids, if Jad's kids would be honest, like if they'd be honest, if like maybe she was complaining of having trouble breathing, Tammy, because it wouldn't make sense if she was having trouble breathing too, like days before she died, that they were using the same thing on all these people. Hey, Bambi. Hey, glowing ember. Oh, wait, he did? Wait. Oh yeah. Rod James. It was I did a video on that too actually. It was just Ty Lee that those people thought they saw Ty Lee at a music festival. When was that? December, I forget what month that was now. But they said it was just a weird situation how she was acting, and it wasn't until after that they saw the picture and like, oh my god, that was her. And it was more than one couple had said that separately, like at different times, that like, oh my god, that was her, and they reported it. This girl that looked just like Ty Lee was acting very strange. I don't know if you guys have heard about this. I did do a video explaining that she, yeah, they said this girl was just acting weird, and I forget what the specifics were. They asked her like where she was from, and she said one thing, and they were just the people she was with were just kind of like almost like looking at her like telling her what to say, making sure she doesn't say certain things. And I know, Ian, you think if he had asthma he would have an inhaler? I don't think it was asthma. I really don't. But I just wonder if it's something they're going to be able to find. And let's say it is that melanchite. I know a lot of you guys probably think I'm crazy for even bringing that up, but if let's say it was that, would they be able to find that in the autopsy, you think? Does anybody know? Or would they have to specifically test for that? Yeah, all three couples. Yeah, glowing ember. That's just too much of a. So that's good news, actually. Maybe. So that means maybe that they are still alive. Oh my God, yeah. So let's talk about the hearing. Yeah, and then he ended up taking his off too. But yeah, he was having trouble breathing, man. You would just from like standing up, he was really struggling to breathe. It looked like. Oh hey, okay, bye. Stay happy. Good night. Thanks for coming. Oh, I see medical records would indicate asthma. Yeah, what is well, we don't know with the autopsy, we don't know the medical records yet. They haven't released it, so we'll have to see. The that lawyer is an ambulance change. I know he was really having trouble breathing. Wait, what did Alex was foaming at the mouth? Did you see that? Wait, what do you mean? Who said that? Cat ate canary. When was he foaming at the mouth? Alex was? Where did you see that at? I didn't see that. I know, but I mean, yeah. Well, if we ever get the autopsy, we'll be able to see if it was asthma. Hopefully, it'll say. Maybe it was Lori's parents. Oh shoot, Marilyn! But don't you think they would have checked Lori's parents? I mean, you would think they would have looked. I don't know though. Somebody else did mention that, or was that you that mentioned that before about Lori's parents? When it approached the bench, I know. I brought that up. He's like, "May I approach?" And she's like, "No, no." Like, yeah, right. You're not coming near me. Oh, I wouldn't have wanted him to either. Shoot. I know that was kind of weird seeing her lawyer because it's like he was like robbing the place. Let me see. Yeah, they are Lori's parents, and the more I'm learning about them, they don't seem very. But I just think that they would have. They would search. They would be looking. They would be probably have surveillance on her parents. They probably did, don't you think? Yeah, Zulema's son didn't even want to do like CPR or anything. He didn't want to help Alex. So I want to listen to that again because when Zulema comes home, what does she say? I have to listen to that closer. Her son says something like, "Oh, it's bad, or something." Well, what does she say? Does anybody know offhand? Oh, Dave G. Okay. You think, Tamra, he'll get the boot, but I don't think they have enough money to hire another lawyer, though. Oh, insulin. So you think would insulin make you have trouble breathing? If would they have to would they give it to people like a couple days in a row, or it would only take one? Oh, she screamed. Okay. Hey, Miss Chronic Chronicles, Psychic Godfather. I know, and they were already married. They're laying low. We don't hear anything. So, wait, Summer. I wanted to ask you about. Wait, hold on. There was a question I wanted to see what you guys thought. Man, now I can't even think. Somebody had said it in a comment, and I wanted to ask. Hopefully it'll come to me. Wait, horse. When we find out what went. I mean, when do you think the trial is going to be? It's going to be a long time, huh? I don't think it's going to be any time soon, probably, because there's so much stuff. There's probably. Do you think it's going to be like a couple years before they get everything together? So somebody said it was about Melanie's mom was Stacy, and somebody said, okay, so she had a rare like a diabetes, like really bad diabetes, right? But why was she taken away from her mom at 6 years old? I've heard a couple different things, but I'm not sure. Was she? They said she was taken away from her mom, but was she with her dad then? Lori is acting as a zombie herself. I know, and then kind of makes me laugh when she's saying she's supposedly a translated being when they don't need to sleep, eat, they're immortal. So I mean, she shouldn't have to. I wonder if she could go. I mean, she shouldn't have to eat the jail's food or anything, right? Or shoot, she probably doesn't need a mask then. I mean, well, I guess to protect other people, but why she don't need one for herself if she can't die, right? That's Bambi. That's what it was. Kidnapped by her father. That's what I was trying to think of. Okay. Yeah, somebody wrote in a comment that she was kidnapped by her father. What do you I mean, she was really kidnapped by her father? Like, so she was supposed to be with her mother and her father kidnapped her? Did he get in trouble for that? Huh. And you said so Alex was with Stacy when she died then, right? That's crazy. But what would be wonder why he would want to do that if he really did do something to her. Did she have a life insurance? I know he like took and used her credit card, but I don't think he used too much. I mean, to kill somebody over a few charges on the credit card, that seems kind of. I mean, how did he use psychic Godfather? Did he use like a lot on her credit card? Yeah, that's what I was wondering, Glowing Ember. Was it kidnapped or did he just have custody over her? Because he didn't. She said she was just taken. Well, she just said I was taken away from her when I was 6, and then she died when she was 9. So. Oh yeah. Well, I don't know how it's Scorpio Rouge. I mean, it makes you wonder if freaking Alex and Lori or something. I mean, they had a weird relationship. And what about, man, I wish I could share this. Well, maybe I can share this picture of Alex before he started going bald and when he was younger. I almost didn't recognize him. He looks like a whole different person. Did you guys see that? Let me see if I could share a picture. Hold on, of Alex when he was younger. Let me see something real quick. I'll share a couple pictures that I screenshotted during the from Dateline. Hold on a sec. Where is it? Oh wait, it's still. Hold on, guys. Oh, I didn't send. Yeah, actually, you'll see it's. Just give me 1 minute. Sorry, I'm not ignoring you. I just want to show you. He looks totally different. All young with a full head of hair, some thick hair, and even Adam, the other brother, looks different. They all look really young. Lori looks different with her hair. I'm gonna send it to my laptop so then I could show you. I'll share my screen. Hold on a second. And then I think this must be Melanie's dad actually, because it looks like the way he's standing that was probably Stacy's husband, and then Melanie is the little girl. So here, I'll have to show you guys. One second. It takes a minute to send. Okay. All right, let me see if it's sent real quick, guys. And then you'll see the whole family, his mom and dad, her mom and dad and everything. Okay. Mm-mm. Come on. Got one more. Okay. Okay, so let me share my screen and then you guys could see. Oh, wait. Where'd it go? I lost it. Oh, shoot. Okay. my gosh. Sorry, guys. I'm coming. What the heck? Why won't that let me close? Okay, so now I got it. Sorry. Okay, so what I'm going to do, share. Okay, let me close. All right. All right, I'm going to share my screen and then I'll show you the picture. Entire screen. Okay. Allow. All right, just bear with me here. I'll have to make it. Wait a minute. Hold on. It's a pain how you have to do this because I don't. Hold on a second, guys. I gotta try Zoom because I don't like how you have to share this. It's like the whole thing and you can't. Just give me 1 minute though. Come on. Okay.
My favorite product is definitely the pod.
Okay, now let me try. I just want to see what I'm doing here. Come on. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, so now you guys can see it. So you see Alex right there. Can you see my... I'm just seeing if you can see my cursor, but I guess you can. So yeah, Alex, and then you got Lori, her mom, dad, and then this is Melanie right here. Look at it, the little ears. And then Stacy, and then I'm guessing that this must be Stacy's husband, Melanie's dad, probably, right? And then Adam, and maybe is that's what I was going to ask. Do you think this is their other sister, Summer, or do you think this is Adam's girlfriend or whatever? I'm not sure. But yeah, so there's that. So what do you guys think of that? Yeah, I know. Alex looks, I can't even believe how different that Alex looks. Like with his hair and stuff. And then Lori with that hair. Oh my God. Why would Lori tell her son Charles died? I know, that's another thing. He tells Colby that Charles died of a heart attack. Like, what? And then when she came over the next day, I guess, is when he said that he was shot or whatever. But I mean, why even lie about that? That is just weird. It doesn't make sense. And that right there makes you think, well, it's because she's lying, because first of all, it wasn't self-defense. She probably felt like she almost had to lie because she was scared to say what. I mean, you freaking shot this guy that obviously Colby knows that he wasn't abusive. Colby grew up with him. So it's not like Lori can't like lie to Colby and be like, oh yeah, he was so abusive and he's been, because the Colby knows him. So I don't know. It's just ridiculous. Why? Because her mind is. I know there's too much, too many. So does anybody know how you could watch this for people that want to watch it? Oh, the NBC, the app, but son that their father passed and wouldn't tell them how he died. What was? I know, yeah, those texts were, yeah. And then she freaking, so you could see in the last couple texts where, first of all, they're asking, what happened? What happened to our dad? And she just wouldn't even explain how, when, any details of how he died to Charles's sons, right? And then so she would ignore him and not answer. And then finally, one of the sons says, "Well, can we at least get those watches that my dad was telling us, that we could have or whatever?" So I guess she sent him these cheap watches. She didn't even send him the real watches. She sent him these cheap watches. He said you could find it like a CVS store or whatever. So they think she just sold all the other stuff that his sons were supposed to get all that stuff. I guess he was telling him. She gives him these cheap watches. She's just, so wrong. Like, that is just so wrong, man. Wait, Melissa, you're blocked? What do you mean you're blocked? Yeah, Susie Booth. She should translate herself out of jail. I love it. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. I'm trying to think what they were saying about the translate, if they said anything about on Dateline too much about that. Let's see. Yeah, do you guys think that Joseph Ryan really died of a heart attack, or do you think that she had something to do with that too? Audrey, she was wasting time so she could clean all the good stuff before the boys got it. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, that's another thing. Remember Annie? I think Annie was the one saying that, how she waited so long to tell Joseph's family that he died too, remember? And wasn't there some stuff stolen out of his apartment or whatever? Did they think that Lori went in there and took a bunch of stuff first, or somebody did? I'm pretty sure I read that somewhere where some stuff was taken, and I mean, who else? It was probably Lori, don't you think? Wait, I think Lori did something, or Alex did her hitman. I just wonder if they're going to be able to find anything in the autopsies. That's all. Yeah, see, Margaret. Okay, on my rookie team in NBC. Wait, I remember there was another option that gave instruction. Yeah, but you get said link to it. Okay, because I know you could get a free 3 episodes of anything for free just without link in your TV provider. But for some reason, I couldn't get that one until I linked it. I would have loved it. I know, me too. Oh my gosh. When she found out about the life insurance, I would have loved to see her face, thinking she was going to get all that money, and just. And then the discrepancies of like Alex saying that Lori had already left when he shot Charles, but right there in the report that both Tylee and Lori say that's not true. She was there. She was in the house. Even Lori said she was in the kitchen or whatever with her back turned. She didn't see it, but she was in the house, and then she walked past his body. She even said that. So why did Alex lie? Why is there different stories? It just doesn't make sense. Exactly. She takes his car. Oh. You would think so, Psychic Godfather? A lot of people have said that in the comments, where they think Lori is the one that shot Charles. Who thinks that? I don't know. Oh, Marley Holmes. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad you're here. Part of the Zap family. I don't know. I think he did, just because it was under her orders, but I think he's the one that actually did it because, why? He's willing to. Of course, she's going to just have him do it because obviously he's probably willing to do it. I don't know. I think it was just my opinion. I think it was Alex that actually pulled the trigger, but who knows? Nothing would surprise me in this case. You think you can't be surprised, and then like Dateline, hearing about Joseph Ryan, that shocked me, and hearing about just seeing Melanie lie. She shouldn't even have done that show. It just made her look worse. Do you think she talks to Lori? Well, I don't know, because everything's recorded in the jail. But I just think the only reason she's somewhat distancing herself from Lori is because of the legal thing. She don't want to get in trouble, but she was still just saying things, basically sticking up for her. I don't trust her. And I just wonder, the thing that I'm trying to figure out is if does Ian really trust her? Like, is he really saying he really is against everything and just believes her, or is it he just lying too, going along with it to not be in trouble? I mean, I don't know what part he plays, I guess. Lori said Charles. Oh yeah, she did. Man, they better not give Melanie her kids. No. See, I have to admit, after I read the Facebook post, I was like, okay, people change. Maybe she's, changing and she's realizing things. But then after I saw that Dateline interview, I'm like, no, she's a freaking liar. Nope, sorry. Oh, Michelle Lombardi. Yay, your first live. Welcome. Oh, psychic. So wait, you don't think Tylee came out with a bat? Yeah, did you notice... If you listen to that when Alex is telling what happens, he's so confusing because one time he says that he picked up the bat, like he picked it up, like is there two bats or something? And then one time he says that, he was saying that Charles picked up the bat, but not from Tylee. He made it seem like there was a bat somewhere else, and then another time he took it from Tylee. It's just not, something's off about this whole bat thing too, but. And then, that's, what I was just thinking about when the investigator was saying how Tylee seemed like, just almost like it was like a scripted thing. He didn't use that word, but now that I'm thinking about it, how he was describing how she was talking, maybe, Lori did. When they went and took JJ, Lori kind of told her what to say about the bat and stuff. So maybe, Godfather, maybe there wasn't even... See, I was always thinking that they just instigated a fight, like what they kind of brought it on purpose to kind of, I don't know if they were trying to show so Tylee would believe that it was self-defense, and she would see the arguing, and they just wanted to get him all worked up, and I definitely think it was planned. I think they did it on purpose, but I was thinking that they got in this fight on purpose with Charles. They got him all, losing his temper and all mad on purpose. So then, they could do what they did. And then when Tylee kind of saw it, she saw that there was a big fight. So she'd be more willing to believe it was in self-defense. That's what I was thinking. But who knows? It's like a Godfather. You never know. Maybe there really wasn't even a fight. But I do think it was planned, though. You're right as far as that. Oh, Shiny Catcher Christy, how are you? I feel like it's been a while. I'm glad to see you. Judas, hey! How awesome are you, by the way? You watched so many of my videos the other night. That was so awesome. Rhodey Speak, Marilyn E, Sunny Lime. Well, there's a lot of new people too. Trish B, hey, how are you? NRPs. I want to say hi to some people actually. Sorry, I'm reading your comments, but I'm not saying hi. So Joe Hoff, email Lori rating over. Yeah, my last video was talking about that, Joe Hoff. So. But that was in October, actually, of 2018. So what if JJ became dark after that? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I was thinking anyone below 4 can. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, okay, so Tylee was dark, JJ was light, and Chad's freaking ratings. But that was like a year before everything happened. So wonder if supposedly JJ switched, or maybe Charles was light. Did you see Charles was what was it, 3-1 light or whatever? But because remember, it wasn't Charles in his body, it was Nick Schneider. So Charles was light, but the guy that took over his body was dark, I guess. He was a demon. So who knows? Chad might have said, "Oh, JJ got taken over by some freaking demon," and then so ridiculous. Like, yeah, he needs. I think they're building a case. It's only a matter of time. I hope Chad knows that. I mean, I really think it's only a matter of time. He is going to be arrested. I mean, it's not a matter of if, it's when. It's going to happen. I guarantee he's going to be arrested. Now, whether he goes to trial and, you know, what the jury finds, but I'm so sure he's going to be arrested for Tammy and maybe for other things too, but was, you know, this new email of him calling people zombies and stuff, and the new thing coming out about his wife, Tammy, him saying his wife was taken over by a zombie, and then all of a sudden his wife ends up dead when she's in her 40s and she's healthy and she's training for a marathon. I mean, it's only a matter of time, guys. Don't worry. I really believe that. Don't you guys think? So I'm thanks, Sally. Thanks. I'm patient. You know, I want them to build a good case. Take your time. I mean, don't take too much time because we don't want Chad to flee and leave. But I bet you they got some surveillance on him. I bet you they're not going to let him leave. I mean, I think they are. They got the FBI. I mean, they know. They see just everything that we see. They're seeing it. You know, so it's going to happen. It really is. Now let's just hope that they have a good case that they can present to the jury, and you know that they'll be able to get him for the murder. Like, I hope they could get Lori and Chad both for murder. Like, they need a good charge on them, or they're not getting out. I'm sorry. Wait, what did that say? She didn't want to keep him, especially if Tylee was gone already. He was. Wait. She kept saying she didn't have kids. Oh, I know. Yeah. Saying she didn't have kids. And then remember this came out a long time ago where she told, who did she tell? Now, this has been such a while ago since I heard it, but I think she told one of her friends or a neighbor or somebody, or was it Chad's family? If you guys know, but she told him that Tylee had died that year before. Do you remember when she said that to somebody? So that too makes you think, oh my gosh, like if she's saying that, I mean, that does not look good. Of Tylee, oh, I don't know. Do you guys remember who she said that to, though, by the way? I was wondering how to watch it online. Sweet Crazy. Yeah, so I guess, wait, Sweet Crazy. So do you have, hey, Megan J, what's up? Hey, I've been watching a lot of your videos lately, actually. It's like right before I go to bed, and I don't end up commenting because I have it like propped up, but I should start commenting. I've watched, you got some interesting stuff going on, stuff that, you know, I didn't even know about on the Watts case, but, okay, so Sweet Crazy, that's what I was saying, how to watch it. I guess you could download the NBC app. Possibly, what network provider do you have, or what cable provider? Possibly you could link it up, and if you get the channel through your cable, then you could for sure get it. You just have to know your password and stuff. But if not, you get 3 episodes free just for having the app. So you might be able to get it. Somebody did say they were able to get it that way. But just the NBC app is free. It's NBC app. Just go to your app store and download that, and then see it's on. Then you type in Dateline, and it's on the show is Dateline. So just let me know. Hopefully I'll be able to get to it. Because it's worth watching. It really is. If you're into this case, I would recommend it because there's some new stuff. Oh, Rosebud 98. Yay. I'm glad you're here too. Katie Lynn, the landlord. Oh, the landlord. Okay, thank you. So she told the landlord that Tylee died like the year before or something. And then Chad told his parents that she didn't have any young kids and stuff. Just weird stuff. Oh, ZV Smith 2008. What's up? It has been a while. Randy's at work. He might come on virtual. I think they work till 10 or 11 though. Oh, Crystal, I just got your thing. Has a question about Lori's parents' name and her Lori. Wait, what do you mean? Lori number, what do you mean? What's the question? How long ago was that? Sorry, I just saw that. About what do you mean about her parents' name and her Lori? What are you watching on NBC? Brenda Dawkins. It's the Dateline. Dateline on NBC. It's the Lori Vallow, the case that has a special. It's got. That's what we're talking about right now. It has some interesting stuff. Well, Joseph Ryan, what Colby says about him, and then Melanie talks. It's pretty interesting. Halo S. Oh yeah, her name's just Megan J. Halo S. She has a lot of Chris Watts stuff. Life with Lucy. Aw, thanks. Was there anyone in the house besides Chad when Tammy died? I don't know. Was his kid? Oh no, because his kids are older, so that's a good question. I don't know. And then there was somebody. I think there's like two different reports where did I hear this? Where one time it was said that she was on the floor, like they found her on the floor, but then on another account it was she was laying peacefully in bed. So I'm not sure. I mean, we only go. You're right. If it was just him home with her, I mean, we only have what he says. So I don't trust him at all. Hi, Audra. Oh, wow. A lot of people. I missed you all. Where are Chad and Tammy's kids? They're all grown and just, I don't know where they all are, where they all live or whatever, but they're all adults. So oh wow. Thanks, Orchid Ma. Wow, thanks. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Just saying 55. How are you doing, by the way? Ooh, hey, Gayla Dennison, Patty Melts. That sounds good. I think Chad gave team. Oh, Audrey, wait. What day? That was shoot, now I'm forgetting. What day was it that she died? Because where was Lori that day? That's a good question. What was that date? Do we know where Lori was that day? Huh. Now I'm trying to think of what day was that. Was it November? Wait. November 19th was one of the days of something happening. Was that the wedding? Shoot. What was the date that Tammy died again? It would have had to have been. Oh, no. It was October 19th, wasn't it? I'm thinking it was October 19th for some reason. Oh, 29th or 19th. Okay, so one of those. Hey, Audrey Johnson, Amy 07. Wait. What did that say? Son-in-law works where? Oh, I see. Coat of many colors. That is kind of strange. Okay, so you had a child named Laura, and then she passed away, and then Lori. So that's such similar. Lori. Huh. Yeah, I never even thought about that. That's a good thinking there. Huh. Wait. Was she Sunshine Country? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to. October. So that would have been. Okay, September was when. Okay, October 2nd was when Brandon got shot at, remember? And that was the day that the storage unit, one of the days they went to the storage unit. And then, yeah, she very well could have been with Chad that day. You're right. Wonder if she was. But then what Tammy? I mean, Tammy, well, no, somebody would have had to probably been there. No, you know, he probably would have made sure he was home to make sure everything went as planned, though, wouldn't he have? Yeah, Megan J, the kids are still missing. Hey, Susie Adrian, Lisa Faulkner. Siri. How did Susie Siri just my Siri.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
Oh my
Could
gosh.
You please repeat it?
No. This thing.
Okay.
No. Okay. Jay Gunderson. Let's see. NRPs. Who had a tumor removed? Who had a tumor removed? Oh. Requesting pictures of Tylee and Lori, Alex. Yeah, I wonder if they. Caroline Bebo from Amsterdam. Yay! I gotta come visit you sometime. Crystal Harmony. Hey, Crystal Harmony. Okay, Glowing says Laura born in 71 and Lori born in 73. Huh. That is kind of weird. I never even thought about that. Wow, really? The son-in-law? So basically, are you saying one of Chad's son-in-laws, one of Chad's was married to his daughter, was threatening to sue a YouTuber? Oh, I see, Audrey Johnson. You don't think, okay, yeah, I guess. But yeah, that's true. I don't know. I don't even, man. I mean, wonder what, if we'll ever know if they did find something in the autopsy. I don't know. They're not gonna. I mean, they wouldn't tell us because it's part of the case. So they're not. I'm sure they wouldn't tell us, right? We have to wait to the trial, right? So, hi, Carrie Schofter. First live, yay! So hopefully they did find something in the autopsy. Let's see. I mean, I'm getting stuffed up already so bad, guys. I might have to do a shorter live and maybe do another one later after I take a break and go upstairs because I don't want to be sniffing all over. It's probably so annoying. And this, I'm trying to see how long have I, hold on a second, guys. I don't know. I can't even tell. Oh, yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Would you guys be upset if I just maybe come back in a little bit? But I'm so stuffed up and it's this mold. If you guys aren't aware, I swear there's mold down here. And every time I come down here, and it's the only place I really have to do videos, I get stuffed up and itchy and watery eyes. And so I'm trying to limit my time down here. But I was thinking maybe I'll end this here, go upstairs and get a little bit better. Because it's weird. After I'm upstairs for just a little bit, I start getting better again. Get a little bit better and then maybe come back down and maybe do another one. We could maybe talk about another case, or if anybody wants to come on, does anybody want Megan J? You should come on. You got a channel too. You could talk about some of your Watts findings. So you haven't followed this case at all, Megan? Okay, so yeah, let me do that because I have a dehumidifier. It's right here. I don't run it because it's too loud, so I'll have to wait till I get off. But, well, no, who is that? Where are you? Oh, Chartreuse Seeker. I think it's mold down here. I don't think it's allergies because it's only when I come down in the basement. It's the only time I get like this. I don't really have allergies. Really, I've never had allergies otherwise, but it's just when I come down here, I start getting stuffed up and then my nose and eyes get all itchy and I just feel like crap. So But then I'll go upstairs, and then about an hour after being upstairs, I feel normal again. It's so weird. So that's why I know. And I don't know if you guys saw, I sent a community post. I have this Marilyn Monroe poster, and oh shoot, do I have a picture of it on there? I could show you. Hold on a second. You guys got to see. It was on my community post. Hold on a second. And you could see the mold under the frame. It's all cleaned off now, but I don't know. Hopefully, I know there's different kind of molds. I'm hoping it's not like black mold, but isn't there more than one kind of mold that would look kind of black, right? Or is it, if it's like a black looking mold, does that necessarily for sure mean it's black mold then? I know. Okay, so I'm not trying to complain, guys. I'm sorry. I'm all right. I mean, hey, I feel fortunate. I got a roof over my head. I just got my health. Besides that, I mean, I feel fortunate. I'm not trying to complain, but I'm just saying maybe I'll end this so I could not be sniffing, and especially with this microphone, it picks up so much stuff. So I'm not sniffing in your guys' ears and being all plugged up. And then I'll come back when it's better and start over again. Oh, thanks, Jill Hoff. Yeah, when I come back, I'll show you this picture. I'll upload it of my Marilyn Monroe poster that had mold all over it. You guys would be like, oh my God. Oh, actually, hold on. I just want to show you real quick. It's crazy. Where did it go? And then I'll leave, take a break, and then I'll come back. And if any of you guys want to come on for a guest, Megan J, what did you answer? Do you want to come on? You should. We could talk about, I don't know. What other cases are you guys into? I know Megan knows a lot about Chris Watts. I mean, we could talk about really anything. We could talk about the Lori some more. We could talk about Watts, Gannon, whatever you guys want. But I want to show you this real quick, guys. I just have to send it to my email to share the screen. This is my Marilyn Monroe. So for you guys that haven't seen it, I did a community post, but I'll just show you real quick. You guys will be like, whoa. I try not to think about it too much because there's nothing. I'm in a situation right now where I can't do anything about it, unfortunately. So I kind of have to live with it for a minute, but I just limit. I only come down here actually to do my videos, to do lives. Any of my videos that I do that's not voiceover. My voiceovers I could do upstairs, but like in my room. But anything that's not, I come down here. So, hold on, guys. I just want to show you this. But yeah, that's all. I try to limit it for that. All right, I'll show you this real quick. And then I'm going to go and then I'll come back. So if anybody does want to come on, just text me or email, not text me, email me because I send you a link through the email. Okay, so I'm going to share. I'll show you guys it real quick. And then, hold on. Okay. Has a glare, but you'll be able to see. Okay. Do that and then do this. There we go. And then, so if you guys see that, see the mold, and then I have a closer one. See? So let me know. I mean, it looks like mold to me. And could it be mold, but just not? I mean, it looks like black mold, right? I don't know. Anyway, so that's that. So yeah, so it's pretty strong stuff. Give out your emails. Oh yeah. Here's my email. Okay, so if you guys want to if you want to come on as a guest when I come back, just email me. and I'll send you a link, and you could come on and chat for a little bit, and we'll have fun. All right, I'm just gonna basically take like a little break and get cleared up. Oh, thanks, guys. You guys are awesome. Thanks for coming, Susan Summer. Sorry I didn't get to say hi to everybody. Well, I'll say hi to you when I come back then. I know, going Amber, but it's more than just the money situation. It's just a situation. I don't want to get into it right now, but I really can't do anything about it right now for a few reasons. So I'm in Ohio, Sunny Lime. Yeah, there was a flood in this basement years ago, and the carpet had to be all taken up, and I guess they sprayed it for mold, like so anti-mold stuff or whatever that it was supposed to keep it from getting mold because of the flood. But I mean, you see on that poster, and then how it affects me. So, all right, guys. Oh, you did. Oh, Julie, thanks. I'll be all right. Do I look pale? No, I think it's just the basement, but thanks. Thank you. See, I'm always short of, I had 2 pulmonary embolisms, which it left like scar tissue on my lungs. So I'm always like, I have that shortness of breath where sometimes I have to think about breathing and breathe. Basically, yeah, shortness of breath, I guess. But that's how I have been since my second pulmonary embolism. The first one, and then it didn't really affect me as much long term. And then when I had the second one, I started, because the scar tissue, there was even more. Because I had it on like both sides. Both times I had it on both sides. So it just left a bunch of basically it's just like dead cells because the blood clots came up. I guess it was like a big two like big ones. I don't know, but on both sides, I should say. And it was really big. The doctor said both times it was when it hit my lungs, it was really big. But thank God when it hit my lungs, it broke into like pieces, I guess. But it left scar tissue. But anyway, so thanks. Okay, guys, I'll be back. Hey, Robbie. Did you get the shirt yet? You probably might. The mail might be a little bit take a while, but I sent it out Tuesday. Wait, what is today? Today is Sunday. Yeah, so it was last Tuesday I sent it out. So you should be getting it this week probably if you haven't. Okay, guys. I can just keep rambling on forever. But yeah, I'll be back, guys, okay? And thanks for all you that might not make it back for the second one. Thank you for coming. You guys are awesome. I had fun talking to you all, and hopefully I'll see some of you guys back. Alrighty. Bye, guys.